they would do that.
There's a lovely piece in the paper today from Steve Cooper. Which is very interesting because they've obviously said, are you intimidated by the history of Forest? And Stuart Pearce mentioned that in his piece. Well, nobody's embraced the history of Forest better as any manager that I've been involved in being living this than Steve Cooper. And he said a wonderful line. He said, no, actually I stand on the shoulders of giants here.
Yeah,
and he's a very modest man, and you know, he sort of says, look, I've taken them up, which is great, but you know, Brian Clough used to win European Cups. This is, you know, league cups and titles. This is what the man did. And he had a wonderful chat, he said, in the summer to Nigel Clough, which is lovely. And obviously he involves the players and all those things. But I think the thing with Forest at the moment, I'm reading a lot of stuff from journalists, and they're very entitled to their opinions, saying, look, you know, they've signed in too many players. But what they need to understand is, and I was part of this, the vast majority of a small squad had gone in the summer.
They weren't there anyway.
There was nobody there.
Was it like Brendan Johnson looking around doing keepy uppies for 2 weeks?
Brendan, it's just you.
Till someone turned up.
And you know,
2 million and 1, 2 million and 2, 2 million and 3.
And I think, you know, we have to, you know, people have to understand the Forest stuff. And it might take a few weeks, even a month or two to gel for them.
Yeah,
but they're going to give it a go. But my favourite thing people keep saying is they're doing a Fulham. And I'm like, well, great.
Yeah.
Fulham are back in the Premier League. Norwich, bless them, speaking to Norwich fans, they're propping up the Championship now. Yeah. Whereas Fulham did bounce back, and that's what Forest are trying to do. They're trying to say, look, you know, we're going to give it a go this year, then sign players to contracts so we can, if we do go down, we'll come back, but we're going to give it a go this year, which is all you can ask for. Dampen it down, just let's survive. Whereas, do you want to be Norwich then, who've gone, we're not going to spend the money, and now they're in a bit of trouble and dropping to the league. So my point is this: A, there was no squad, they had to buy players, and B, and this is the thing I keep saying to everybody, Steve Cooper did a magnificent job there last season. They didn't have a particularly high wage bill. Nobody expected them to be anywhere near the sort of like the challenge in the automatic playoffs when it's worst start in their history. Steve Cooper did a wonderful job last year, and he took them up. So what do you want us to do now? What do you want Forest to do? Do you want them to sort of roll over?
I think what's going to be the most interesting thing about it will be Steve Cooper selling, I'm going to guess, to 13 men a 3-year plan in which he may say, look, we may not survive this year.
Yeah.
But in 2 seasons' time, we could be mid-table.
Which is what Fulham's done. Sean Dyche did a fantastic thing of that in Burnley. He literally said to them, look, I may go down this first year, but I'll have the money and the players and I'll come back. And he did exactly that.
And of course, so everyone's employed on that basis of saying, we're aware we're in this together and there may be a blip.